iPops Olive here, and I really want to say tips on how to train your dragon, but I'm coming to you guys with tips on how to raise your dog. I seriously wanted to say tips on how to train your dragon. If I end up saying that in this video, please just ignore me. So, number one, we're all lazy. Admit it. Most of us are extremely lazy, and sometimes we don't really want to take care of our dogs or any other pet because we are lazy, especially whenever you wake up early and you're afraid you might be late to school if you have to do all this stuff for them, especially with dogs because you have to walk them. You don't have to wait 3 days and then clean the cat box and then wait another 3 days and so on and so on. My tip for this is with the feeding and watering. I'd probably do that. I'd probably keep the food near where the dog's cage is, maybe at the top of your closet. I know Ina's cage is in my closet, so I put the dog food at the top of the closet on a shelf. So I'm probably one of the only people who can reach it, and nobody tries to overfeed her, and I'm the only one who knows where it is, other than my parents. But now, if you're looking or not looking forward to watering your dog, then I'd probably leave a cup of water right next to your dresser, because this way, whenever you wake up and your throat's all weird and dry, you can get a drink of water and then you can pour the rest of it in your dog's water bowl. This is what I do most of the time because it helps me get a lot done. It helps me multitask, and if you're not a multitasker, I'm really sorry. That's very sad. Okay, walking. Now, if you have a puppy, then walking late at night is probably the best idea. Now, as I said in one of my recent videos, I do not like walking Ina whenever it's dark, and I don't like to put boots on the chain whenever it's dark. But I have to face my fear every once in a while. Now, if you sleep with your dog, and you just put them in the cage whenever you're going to school or something, there's a high chance that if they're not potty trained yet, they're probably going to jump off the bed and go pee and poop in your room. And yeah, I know, it sucks. But what you can do to prevent this from happening before you wake up and before it gets lighter outside is you can walk them right before you go to bed. Or walk them a few minutes before you go to bed, so that way it's out of their system, and they, whenever they wake up, they don't feel like they have to do the tinkle dance. That's some tips. Another tip on walking is run a little bit with them. Whenever dogs get worked up, they work up something inside of them. And we all know this happens to be poop or pee. Just gonna say it out loud because I know it's gonna get awkward if I don't. That's what works for Ina, especially with little dogs like Ina that are made for running. It helps them work up something a lot. So if you are getting tired of waiting and standing around for your dog to do number 1 and number 2, then run around with them. They should work something up. It's more often that they will go number 1 than they do number 2, but it helps them get the second one out of their body. Now, keep your dogs away from shoes. This one is a really big problem with dogs. Ina used to try to steal my shoes and hide them, but that's whenever I got this. It's a thing you can hang on the inside of your closet, and Ina cannot reach it. And these are packed in kind of tight, so if you have a big dog, they probably won't be able to pull these out. It's like a shoe holder. I don't know how much they cost, sadly, but just keep that in mind. If you have one of those dogs that likes to pee and poop on your clothes all the time, put them packed away in a closet or something until it's laundry day, or until you feel like putting them in the laundry machine. And whenever you're let's say if you have a puppy and you don't really know how to deal with puppies, the best thing to do is put a puppy pad right in front of your door. Because if they can't get outside the door to go outside the house whenever you have to walk them, then chances are they're probably going to go poop or pee in front of the door. So I recommend putting a puppy pad right here. I don't know why they insist going in corners and around doors, but I guess that's a thing. So if there are a lot of wide open corners in your room that you think they'll be able to get to, and you think that a puppy pad might fit in that corner, you should probably put it there. If you have a space in between your bed and the wall that you think that might be able to fit into, you might want to put one there too. And if you can't fit in there, fold it in half with the pad part facing outwards and then stick it in there, because we all know they're gonna sneak back there and try to do some sneaky business. So yeah, you got any dolls, probably might wanna like put them up to where they can't reach them. And let's just make this a long story short. Don't leave your stuff lying on the floor, because sooner or later it's either going to be lost or torn up. And this was my video on tips for raising a dog. I really hope this helps you guys, especially those of you that are lazy or like to be organized. You know, with a little shoe holder right here. It's really, really helpful. Anyway guys, I gotta go, so bye!